Hi guys, it's gsmdown.com and I'm here with the Allview X1 Soul, a brand new handset from the company Allview. It was launched in October and it's pretty much a flagship because it has a full HD screen and many interesting features like a quad-core CPU. So let's see what's inside the box. The price tag of this flagship is $484 and this is the unboxing of the device. So as I said, it's a full HD phone with a quad-core processor and a pretty beautiful design if you ask me. It reminds me more of a Sony Xperia model than an Allview handset. We have tested quite a bunch of these phones. Allview is a Romanian brand that usually takes devices from China and rebrands them and implements their own UI. This handset measures 7.9mm in thickness, it weighs 129.4 grams, and now let's see what's inside the box of this unibody handset. Okay, so we got here a pair of headphones, looking pretty good. Makes me think of the headphones of the HTC Incredible S, which is a compliment. Then we got the charger, pretty standard, and then the USB cable, standard as well, and then an interesting accessory, this little sucker that you can attach to the back of the device and prop it up like this. If you want to watch a video or something, it should be useful to prop up the device just like this. Okay, done with this accessory. Cute little feature. Then comes this little metal key. As you can see, we got the SIM slot here on the side. You insert this little key that reminds me of the one of the iPhone and you remove the tray of the SIM. Usual documents, warranty and all that. Plus a special protective film for the screen of the device. Some more indications, warranty, and finally the good old manual, a thick manual in many languages for the Allview X1 Soul. Okay, now let's start the device. Let's check out its interface. By the way, the on-off button is at the top. As I said, quite a thin phone, 7.9mm in thickness. The design is pretty elegant. It reminds me of an Xperia and of an iPhone. As you can see, this bottom area here is very well done. Microphone, micro USB and 2 speakers. The screen is a full HD one, IPS 5-inch Gorilla Glass 3 protection, and we've got Android 4.2 on this device. The CPU is a quad-core Cortex A7 with a clock speed of 1.5 GHz. Let's scroll among the languages. Here we go, English. Starting up the setup. Skipping the SIM introduction, skipping the network. And should be ready any minute now. Comfy virtual keyboard. And we're done. Okay, now let's tweak the brightness only a little bit. Here we go. Okay, so other features worth mentioning here. As I said, we got a quad-core processor on this device, and in the GPU department, well, here we have a PowerVR SGX 544. We also have a GPS, 32 gigs of storage. There is no micro SD card slot on this device, 2 gigs of RAM, FM radio, HD voice, smart gesture feature that you can trigger from the settings, and a Yamaha audio amplifier on this device as well. And as I said, we got a bunch of special gestures. These are the smart gestures. Some of them remind me of the Samsung Galaxy S4, for example. At the back you'll find a 13 megapixel camera right here with an LED flash, full HD video capture at 30 frames per second, and this sensor is a OV12830. At the front, a surprising camera. This one is supposed to be a 5 megapixel camera, which is very impressive for a front cam. On the connectivity side, what we get on this device is HSDPA+, Bluetooth 4.0, and the Wi-Fi plus a usual proximity sensor, brightness sensor and compass. Some customization brought to the interface. As you can see, you can change the effects, you can change the wallpaper with a single press, you can change the theme. And other features worth mentioning is the battery. It's a lithium polymer battery, 2000 mAh capacity. It's supposed to offer you 360 minutes of talk time. And let's change the theme yet again. So a pretty interesting device, finally a flagship, finally a full HD phone from Allview, one that has 2 gigs of RAM and a quad-core CPU. I'm curious to see what kind of power this device can offer, so we're going to test it in benchmarks, maybe play a few games. Now let's check out the camera UI, since I'm curious about that. Here's the camera UI, 13 megapixel camera, options here. We got normal, panorama, eraser, best face, white balance to play with, color effects, HDR, continuous shot, exposure, brightness, and let's see. Continuous shot goes up to 99 frames, self timer, saturation, a lot of stuff to play with on this device. The name is Allview X1 Soul. It's very thin, it's very elegant, it has an unibody design. This is metal, folks, so that's quality for you. A premium device priced at $484. Looking very promising here. We'll be back with a full review in a few days. That's it from gsmo.com. Bye bye.